Mr. President, members of the court, what does Myanmar say about Chutpin? Counterterrorism. What does Myanmar say about the ruthless killing of unarmed civilians? Counterterrorism. What does Myanmar say about the Tatmadaw raping and gang raping women and girls? Counterterrorism. And what does Myanmar say about the Tatmadaw stabbing and burning children alive? Counterterrorism. That does not add up. Counterterrorism cannot explain any of the horrific acts of brutality, sexual violence, and wanton cruelty we have just reviewed. Myanmar argues that the Gambia's reliance on the evidence I have just described is somehow flawed because it, quote, ignores the context and circumstances in which the counterterrorism operations took place. Myanmar specifically alleges that a member of ARSA from Chutpin attacked the Chutpin police with homemade bombs, as if that could be an excuse for targeting everyone in the village, for massacring children and infants, and for raping women and girls. But even if such an attack did occur, the UN fact-finding mission pointed out that, quote, plans for a clearance operation in Chutpin appear to have been made prior to this incident, end quote. In an attempt to explain the so-called counter-terrorism context, Myanmar relies exclusively on three things: a military operational report, a statement from a certain Captain Mang, company commander of Infantry Regiment No. 4, who participated in the clearance operation, and statements from supposed ARSA members. Yet none of these sources engages with, let alone justifies, what the Tatmadaw actually did to the Rohingya in Chutpin. To begin with, take Annex 120 to Myanmar's counter memorial. This is the military operational report of the Myanmar Defense Services that purports to describe the clearance operation at Chutpin. It dwells on alleged clashes between the military and the, quote, Bengali terrorists, which started with the military's warning shots into the air. As the so-called terrorists continue to approach, the two sides exchange fire. These terrorists, we are told, set fire to the southwesternmost part of the village and retreated. The military then, quote, carried out security actions. And there it stops. No details of what the so-called security actions in Chutpin entailed. No mention of any burnings, killings, brutality, or sexual violence. Mr. President, as with Minji, the reality in Chutpin was not clashes with terrorists. The Tatmadaw indiscriminately, deliberately, and systematically killed Rohingya men, women, and children, raped and gang-raped women in the most cruel manners, and set houses ablaze. Mr. President, is this counter-terrorism? Not according to Myanmar's own purported rules of engagement. Not according to Captain Mang, even if we take what he supposedly ordered his subordinates to do at face value. Unless, of course, the entire Rohingya population in Chutpin is treated as terrorists.